Hey, how you doing? Just rotating. Hey guys, just here, or actual fact, let's go this way because I started this way, and I'll talk about the hook. Hey John, how you doing? Good to see you. So I'm here. I better put some sunglasses on. It's a little bit shiny here. I'm here on the east coast of Australia, just catching the sunrise here. I've actually been up since 3:30 this morning on calls. Headed down to the beach here. Gonna go for a quick swim. The water temperature at the moment probably sitting around 76 degrees, about 23 degrees Celsius. So it's nice and warm. It looks really pretty out here. But I thought I'd hop on because a lot of people, they tend to, how do I get into clients? How do I, what's the hook that I can use to start the conversation with a prospective customer? 4 p.m. in Chicago, John, yes. I'm actually heading to the East Coast, heading to New York City very shortly. So what's the hook, or what's a hook that we can use to go into generating conversations or opportunities with clients? And I've said in the past that if you've got a great offer or you can get a great result for people, that you can use that as a lead. Are you interested? Is this something that might be useful? We've got a strategy right now that generates 100 opportunities consistently and closes roughly 10 to 15 deals for mortgage leads, or it might be for estimates for remodeling, or it might be roofing. Whatever the thing is, if you've got a great offer or you've got a great result, then share the result up front and say, is it worth talking to you about something like this, or would this be useful to your business? It's another way to approach this. Would this be useful if you got this result? So if you have a great result that you can generate, or you're working with a contractor or a resource partner that actually in their fulfillment is getting great results on leads or helping clients with conversions, you can lead in with a communication, whether it be email, or even you can even put this on an ad. I mean, some of our champions, our consulting champions, are running lead ads in Facebook with results, using the result as the hook or the draw card for generating the opportunity with the client. And so what will happen is, essentially we're trying to grab people's attention, yeah? So the majority of people, they go in with the lead gen process. Let me generate some leads. Do you want some more leads? Can I give you leads? And so we kind of, a lot of businesses, leads are okay, but their head goes to, how much is it going to cost me? Are you really effective? How good are these leads? So there's a level of doubt that is raised in the communication, right? And so I can't believe, I hope I'm showing you this because it's really pretty out here. I've got a nice set of waves coming through. Anyway, let's get back to leads. Sorry to distract you there with the magnificent view here in Australia. So what's the hook? What's another hook? And one of the things that I believe a lot of people don't focus on, and it's the area where businesses lose a lot of money, but they don't realize how much they're losing until you actually share with them or highlight it, is what are they converting? How are they, what's their conversion rate? If there was a way to improve conversions, would that be something that would be more useful? What if we took all the leads that you didn't close and helped you to actually increase the chance of closing those deals? Because if you're generating hundreds of leads every single month, there is no way in the world, depending on how big your sales team is, especially for small businesses, it's impossible for you to follow up all those leads. And in fact, many times, a lot of leads, in fact, the majority of leads are wasted. In fact, I would say up to 95% of leads that are generated in the market are poorly treated and they're wasted. So one of the things that we know in the digital marketing world is we can use automation that once we capture a lead, to follow that lead up consistently to answer the questions, to provide more relevant information, to give guidance to the prospective lead to make a purchasing or an inquiry decision to take the next step in the sales process. So rather than using the hook of, let me get you some leads, or here's the U-Butte result that we can get, are you interested? What if we sat there and said, hey, what if we took all the leads that you didn't close, put in a system, put a very simple system in place, an automation that follows up every single lead, that provides frequently asked questions, that gives the customer the next step or logical step in the process, that encourages the customer to make a call or connect or schedule an opportunity with your salespeople. If we had a sequence that we could literally set up in advance and automate that process, can we talk to you about converting rather than generating? Because right now, let's put some sums to the idea. If you're generating 100 leads in the month and you close, let's say 10 deals, that's a 10% conversion rate. Now, if your average sale is $10,000, 10 leads, $10,000, $100,000. That's awesome. My question is, what happened to the 90 leads that didn't close? So the opportunity cost for the person who's got 100 leads for $10,000 every sale is $900,000. So you gained $100,000 from your leads, but you've left $900,000 sitting out there on the table that could be collected. Now, you're not going to convert 100% of the leads, but if you've got a 1 in 10 close rate, and we were to put in a system that actually answered more questions, nurtured the relationship of the leads that you generate, invited those leads back into setting up a call with your salespeople or to engage you for the product or the sale or directing them to the purchase, do you think it would be reasonable that we could get perhaps another 1 in 10? Now, if we've got another 1 in 10, we've effectively doubled the sales because we go from 1 in 10 to 2 in 10, right? So now what we're trying to do is we're trying to capture the opportunity cost. The $900,000 or whatever's not closed is an opportunity, right? So instead of using the hook of, let me bring you some leads, maybe one way to go in is, hey, what if we actually helped you convert and close by putting in an automation? Once we got the automation working, then what if we actually help you generate the leads and place them into our conversion? So now you've got an upsell opportunity, but the door opener is, hey, let's go and convert the leads you've already got, right? So there's a couple of things. G'day, Danny, how you doing? So there's a couple of things you can do. Sorry, I'm just trying to show the beautiful coastline here in Australia. So there's a couple of things that you can do is go in with the fact that say, hey, I'm just touching base with businesses because I know that they're leaving a lot of money on the table with not closing all their leads. Or they're saying that their leads suck and they're not converting. So if I can talk to you very briefly of how we can look at a simple way of automating the process of converting the leads that you've already got out there, that you've already spent money on, is that what, can we have a chat about that? I cannot think, in fact, we're testing this idea with our consulting champions, even some of our consulting rocket clients, right at the moment, and they're getting calls, they're getting appointments. In fact, they're getting a lot of appointments by making that offer. So they're not offering leads, they're offering conversion. They're offering sales automation to follow up the leads that they're already paying money for and generating. Because at the end of the day, the majority of leads are not followed up properly, aren't handled properly, and are left out there with very, very poor sales process. So imagine in taking that out of the client's hands and saying, hey, I know you guys are busy trying to follow up whatever you can get right now, but what if we had a system to maximize the opportunity to convert all your leads? What if we had the ability to turn those leads into a workable database where we can run consistent promotions, not only help convert the sales, but also open the door to future sales? Is that something worthwhile talking about? You could send out an email, you could send out a text message, you could pick up the phone and talk to people and make that offer. And it would be very rare for a person to say, hey, I'm not interested. Because right now, most businesses know that it is expensive to advertise and market. And most businesses realize, if they don't realize, you could certainly give them the opportunity to realize that they should be maximizing every sales opportunity possible because of the true value, not only the initial sale, but of the lifetime value of a customer. So there's the hook. The hook is, hey, what if we had a way of converting all those leads that you generated that you haven't been able to close? What if we could put in an automation that follows them up and brings that client back to the sales opportunity with your salespeople, or bring them back to making a purchase because they've initially inquired, they're initially interested. The only reason you got the lead in the first place is because they were interested in your opportunity. Good, bad, or indifferent in the leads, there's going to be a number of leads that were interested in buying, but for whatever reason were distracted, for whatever reason they haven't been followed up in a timely fashion, and so this dissipates the value of, or the opportunity of, being able to convert. So hopefully that's helpful. I'd love to hear your comments on this on the video because again, it's another hook, but I think it's a very valuable hook. I think it's an easy conversation to start, and there are very easy automation solutions that you can put into place cost effectively, but more importantly, that you can generate a significant recurring revenue out of just doing follow-up for people. So with that, I'm going to give you one last view of the beautiful east coast of Australia. This is my last day on the beach before I head back to New York City, and I think I'm going to Pennsylvania. I'm going to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and then heading out to San Francisco and San Diego on my next trip. So I thought I'd get in a quick swim before I leave on that journey. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Please make a comment on these videos. If you find these valuable, I'd love it if you could share it. If you'd like some more ideas and tactics, go to consultingunleashed.com. You can download the tactics there. With that, I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.